caring about anything is something that you have to wake up and qualify for every day. They don't care about you being upset that he's going to, like, Nelly does not care about you being upset that he's going to perform at the Trump inauguration ball that Trump probably wasn't even there. He doesn't care. He said, "Oh, it's not politics." And to if you ask me, I think he belonged there. Have you ever listened to the Country Grammar album? Remember the hit up there? I'm going down, down, baby. Your street in the Range Rover, street sweeper, baby. Cock it and let it go. That sound like he on the right side to me. That's all they do over there. Sound sound like he's home to me. You don't you listen to what people say, but more importantly, listen to what they do.
NAYIMEDWARD nigga. NAYIMED.
Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Nayim. I am your host. As we all know, when hip hop first started, it ran perpendicular with politics because it was anti-government. It was anti-establishment. It was going against the status quo. It was the voice for the voiceless. It was the voice of the forgotten people, for the people that were not seen. It gave people life. It gave people, it boosted their morale. It gave them something that made them want to get up and actually go out and do something. We had Fight the Power. We had all those kind of stuff. Even up until NWA, with the music that they was making, going against police brutality in the beginning, at least, and then we know by that time the government came in and said we had to do something, and what they did was take and weaponize our music and our culture against us because it had such a hold and such a grip on the community, and people were basically doing whatever the musicians was telling them, so they had to make sure they came in and poisoned that and destroyed our community from the inside out, as well as basically poison the whole world at this point. We're talking about Nelly and Snoop Dogg, and I think I saw Rick Ross. I might have saw Rod Wave's name. I don't know. We all know they all give cosigns to Trump. They have performed, specifically Nelly and Snoop Dogg, and I think I saw Rick Ross, Trump's crypto inaugural ball the eve of the presidential inauguration. Y'all, the thing is, one, above all else, I understand why people are upset. And people are upset if you don't know and you're just like, bro, why are these people so upset that they're going out and getting money? What is wrong with this? Why is this a thing? The reason that this is not okay is because we know that rappers will tell you one thing and they will go off and do another thing. They will live one type of way and you live in a whole different type of way. But above all else, rappers do not speak for the community. Entertainers do not speak for the community. The only reason that we're even in a situation where people are emotional about a singer and a dancer going and singing and dancing for money with a certain group of people is because for so many years, these people have told you to live a kind of way. For so many years, these people have said F this person and F that person, and we not rocking with that, and we not doing that, and they'll have you up, mobilized, and moving in that direction. But as soon as there's an open opportunity for them to capitalize off the situation, they're going to go capitalize off it, leaving you standing there looking crazy. We need to stop putting any kind of stop putting stock into any of these people because we know they're whores. They're sellouts. They'll do anything for $1. They'll do anything. They will go against any belief that they had. And my thing is, it's nothing wrong with change. But in this culture, even though we know a lot of people is rats and losers and just liars and actors, pretty much WWE style, morals, integrity, scruples, honor, those kind of things are held at a high regard. This is why a person can be the most terrible person, but if they are who they say they are, people is going to rock with that. These people coming out and they'll give you a drop a little politics here, drop a little politics there, do a little this here, do a little bit of this there. They're seen as the representatives of basically the black race. And that's not true because there's more regular people than there'll ever be entertainers. But because people have put more stock into pushing them to the front because, oh man, he's a few clicks away from President Trump. He's 1 degree of separation away from the CIA. He's one piece, like 1 foot away from this person. They think that because you have made it and achieved at a certain level, that you should look back and go back and have people best interest in mind, because that's all they talk about in the music. They talk about, I mean, if you listen to the music, a lot of it is, going back and helping your people, looking out for your homies, looking out for your people. But you got to remember, most of us are not their friends, not their homies, not their people. They didn't grow up like us. They don't look at the world the same way that we do. And a lot of it has to do with, if you've ever been in a situation where your life was in like the negative, I'm talking about, you had a negative net worth. You didn't have any, you had more debt, and you had more against you than you had going on. And you finally climbed your way up, just basically going from, we'll keep it simple. You went from -10 to -5. You know that your life at -10 is not the same at -5. You went from -5 to -1. Life at -5 and -1 is not the same. But then you finally got from -1 to 0, meaning that you are just equal. You sitting in the middle. You got anything at this point is going to be good for you. It's going to be profit. It's going to be gain. And I'm not talking just about money. I'm talking about anything, any accomplishment you make is only going to add to why your life is going to be going good. When you go from 0 to 1, you're not looking, your mindset and everything about your life is not even going to be the same when you were at -1 to 1. So imagine where your life is when you go from 0 to 100, 0 to 10,000, 0 to a million. These people they lose touch with what is important. They're not, a lot of them don't have no connection to the street. And I'm talking about the street being people, us regular on the ground. A lot of these people is phonies and frauds. Like, they are out of touch with what you're talking about, because they don't have to live like you. They don't have to be where you are. They don't have to have the life that you have. You don't even have the same problem. If you don't even have the same problems as a person that is a millionaire. You don't. And if you think that a millionaire, a person with $1 million, cares about what you yapping about, now you're gonna have every now and then somebody that has made it and has been around for a long time is gonna actually care. But when you caring is not just say, hey, I care, I did one thing one time. I understand that a musician is a business. I'm a musician, I'm a business before I'm a musician. But you've got to understand that they is a whole list of things that come before whatever you got to say. And if they have to come in the door like that. Caring is something that you have to prove over and over again. You can't just do this one thing and you be good forever. That thing has an expiration date. It's an Caring about your community is an action. Caring about anything is something that you have to wake up and qualify for every day. They don't care about you being upset that he's going to, like, Nelly does not care about you being upset that he's going to perform at the Trump inauguration ball that Trump probably wasn't even there. He doesn't care. He said, oh, it's not politics. And if you ask me, I think he belonged there. Have you ever listened to the Country Grammar album? Remember the hit up there? I'm going down, down, baby. Your street in the Range Rover, street sweeper, baby. Cock it and let it go. That sound like he on the right side to me. That's all they do over there. Sound like he's home to me. You don't, you listen to what people say, but more importantly, listen to what they do. I don't ever recall Nelly coming out and talking about he was some black liberator or nothing like that, bro. You the only black liberator you should know. You the only Chinese liberator you should know. You the only liberal liberator, whatever the fuck you want to be. Like, you can't rely on these folks. They don't give a fuck. Why should they? Especially if they know that, like, because if these people would have come out in the beginning and said, anytime you see me, bro, it's just business. It ain't nothing personal with me. It'll never nothing be nothing will ever be personal with me. Because most of the time nothing is personal with these people when they're going to get a check. They don't care who disrespected who. They don't care who did what to who. They don't care about a person's past. They don't care if the person's a rat. They don't care if the person's a rapist. They don't care about none of that. They only care about if the check gonna clear. You have to get out of the habit of being reactionary when you see people do stuff that will have you questioning whether they care or not. You have to go into the situation assuming they don't until they prove over and over again to the point where it becomes their reputation. Like if you don't have a reputation of helping black communities, and I'm not talking about going out and dropping off turkeys every now and then, bro. You give a turkey to a person who, how the hell you gonna cook a turkey and their electricity about to get cut off? They ain't got no gas in their house. What the hell is a raw turkey gonna do? A turkey is 30 cents a pound, 17 cent, 19 cent a pound. You giving $2.50 turkeys. We bought 1,000 turkeys. You spent less than $2,500. And not that we should be putting a dollar amount on what the help is, or giving out bikes, or doing something that doesn't matter, doing something that's not really, that don't help people. That might make you feel good in the moment. That might make you feel good about, at least these kids will be able to see you and get something for Christmas. But actually doing something like what Nipsey Hussle did is what changes lives and have people feeling a type of way and not disrespecting you and stuff like that. People talked a lot of shit about Tupac, but I haven't seen one person actually come through. The closest thing that had been like Tupac since him, and the closest thing we got was kind of Nipsey Hussle, and maybe a little bit of Young Dolph ish, loosely. Like we haven't seen like I don't look at a rapper and be like, oh, he care about black, bro. Nigga, please. Like, you listen to what these people say. These motherfuckers don't care about nobody for they fucking self, and they don't care about what you got to say either. Like, I'm telling you, like I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, I don't think it matters. Like, I just don't care. Like, I don't think that it matters. It doesn't matter where they go. You're a performer. You're a singer and a dancer. That's what you're supposed to do. They want you to come perform. Why do every performance I do have to be attached to my identity and my, like, why does everything I do have to be taken verbatim and attached to my identity, but the rest of the world get to move around freely and be like, it's just a performance? However, I understand on the other side of that, all money is not good money and all things is not good. I don't know if I would have done it or not, but it would just have to be, does this align up and align with what my values are? Does this line up and align with what I got going on? Because basically we all know inauguration week, literally the weekends that the 7 days that surround up until the inauguration is nothing but DC having parties, bro. DC's on fire. Virginia is on fire. Maryland is on fire. We know that death is all that it is surrounding that, because it's all type of events going on, and most of them the president not even gonna be at. They'll call it the inaugural ball and all of this stuff, bro. It's all type of people there, and most of them is not politicians, and it was mostly like donors and wealthy people and people who came in and supported the campaigns and did all of that, and most of y'all wouldn't even be able to go to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So take your faith out of these people. There is no reason to have any type of faith in any of these people. They do what they want to do because at this point they don't have to care. They use you to elevate themselves up to a level where they don't have to care about you no more, and they basically forget what made them hot, because we know that you make them hot, then they go over there and get all the benefits, and they're as hot as long as you feel like it's some value to them. So I know, especially with Snoop and all that hating Donald Trump in the beginning shit, and then spinning back around and going and performing. But I mean, he's just like somebody who did 100% completion of the game and is doing side missions. So stop investing in these folks. If they don't align with what you believe in, you don't have to be bothered with them. You don't have to listen to them. You don't have to engage with them. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to be bothered with them. You don't have to do nothing. Most of them, again, if you don't have a consistent track record of doing and caring for your community, doing and caring for the people, you might as well talk.
NAYIMEDWARD $, nigga. NAYIMED.